To submit an assignment by recording the screen, just go ahead and open your assignment. In this case, I have a sample. One, it will come up with the video assignment toolbox. Up top, you can see the due date, whether or not the auto analysis is active or not. That's something on the back end that analyzes your voice to look for keywords. And you can also see the rubric. So if you click the rubric, this kind of shows you what you are graded on, and it allows you to make sure that you're fulfilling all of the requirements. Then the instructions will be listed below, and down below we have the add video and add attachment section. So when we're first in the assignment area, we want to make sure that we capture what is required for the assignment. Sometimes you're going to have to upload a video. Sometimes you're going to want to record your screen. Sometimes you are going to be required to add attachments. It all depends upon the assignment, so make sure you read clearly all the requirements. For this demo, I'm going to show you how to use the screen recorder. This uses the screen and your microphone to allow you to show the work that you've done in your particular software. So this will be one of the more common ones to show off your work. Just click on the screen recorder and it's going to launch the UCU application plugin, which is part of the Bongo recorder. First, depending upon your browser, it may ask you different things. In this case, I am using a Chrome type browser on a Windows desktop, and again, it's going to be similar but different. It is going to ask for permission to use a microphone, and I'm just going to go ahead and allow that. Then it's going to ask you, what do you want to record? Either the page that you're on a particular window, in other words, an application that's running, or an entire screen. I'm going to go ahead and do the entire screen. I find that easier, especially if you want to show different areas. If you select window and just the program, that might be fine. Just whatever you want to share. In this case, I'm just going to do my second screen and I'm going to hit share. And at this point, down at the bottom, you can see it's recording my audio, but really is not recording yet, but it is picking up the audio. If you don't see that moving when you're talking, you can change your microphone through the drop-down, and when you're ready to start recording, just hit record, and then you can minimize this out of the way or just drag it. I'm going to go ahead and minimize it, and now I'm showing my web page. What I want to do is to minimize this and then show the program or whatever the assignment was to show, and then I would narrate through. For example, this is an Adobe After Effects assignment, and what I would do is go through here and show all of my images and my keyframes that I have, and I can even play through it and see that the animation is working, talk about anything I learned. So there you go. And when you're done with that, all you have to do is bring back that recorder and click on stop. Now you have the choice here. If you want to restart, you can restart from the beginning, or if you're happy with it, you can just check that to submit it. You can also download this as an MP4 and edit it if you would like, but for the most part, we're not really looking at the quality per se of the video, just to see the utilization of the tools that you're using so you don't have to worry about editing out the beginning. If I hit play and then you don't have to worry about that little intro part, it is fine to leave it. Let's go ahead and keep this recording. Going to go back to my assignment web page, and you'll see that right now it has been uploaded and it's still processing. See these little 3 dots that are moving? That means it's processing. So we're going to have to let that process. It's going to take probably a minute or two. So while that's going on, you have the option to record additional videos if you want. To show you something else, let's say you have an attachment. If you want to upload an attachment like a PNG or even a zip file, please note, if you do have a whole bunch of separate files, you would want to zip together. But we can go ahead and add those attachments. Now as well, let me go ahead and hit add attachment, and I'm going to upload a file. Just keep in mind there's a 100 megabyte limit, which is fairly large, but it's got to be a Word document, Excel spreadsheet, PDF, JPEG, PNG, bitmap, zip file, or PowerPoint. So zip is something you're going to want to get familiar with, because if you have large projects you need to upload, or like multiple files, you're going to compress that folder into a zip and upload that. But if you're just doing a single PDF, JPEG, PNG, you can go ahead and select that. I'll just select the file, And let me just go into one of these older projects and I'll just pick this PNG and upload that. So now you'll see I have some attachments that are there. So while I was doing that, it has finished processing the first part of my video. So it's visible, which means now I can prepare and submit it. Once everything is uploaded and you can see your videos, go ahead and click this blue Prepare Submission button. This is one thing that is very important to do. And you can choose what you want to include so you don't have just because you uploaded it. It doesn't mean you have to submit it, so just check the ones that you want and then hit the Submit button. After you've done that, the project will be submitted. You'll see no score because it hasn't been graded yet. You will have a date and time stamp when you submitted it as well as the video, and you will see that you have the ability to add comments to your own recording. And you can actually add comments at time points as well, and I will be able to respond with comments if I have anything in particular to give feedback for, and it depends upon the project. Sometimes it might just be a good job or some helpful hints. As we get further into the class, you might get more detailed comments. So make sure you come back and look for comments, and that's it. Once you're here, you are done with submitting a video based on a screen recording.